What sort of training paces should we all be running? Paces, paces, paces. What do they all mean, and when should we be using them? The sunglasses are out and it's week 4 of marathon training. Good morning. It's less than 10 weeks to the marathon now. Okay, I've still got 10 weeks of training to go, but actually there's only 6 hard weeks left. Things are starting to become serious now. My target this week then is 77 kilometres again, starting with this 13k hilly route that I'm doing right now. Tomorrow, 7 by 1k session, and I'm looking to get in 14 kilometres there. Wednesday I'll take off, Thursday easy 10k, Friday easy 10k, and then at the weekend will be a 30 kilometre long run with 3 by 5k at marathon pace. What sort of training paces should we all be running? Paces, paces, paces. What do they all mean, and when should we be using them? Off the top of my head, I can think of at least 10 different paces that are branded around. Interval pace, 5k pace, 10k pace, half marathon pace, marathon pace. Well, there's 5 already. Tempo pace, threshold pace, steady pace, easy pace, recovery pace. There's another 5. Let me try and explain my take on all these different paces and when I might want to use them and might not. Start off with easy pace. This is the pace you're running at. It's conversational. It's easy, it's relaxed, it's zone 2, it's math. You might have heard it as these. It's building your aerobic base. I believe you want to be doing the majority of your miles at this easy pace, because it's the only way you can safely get in all that volume without putting your body under too much stress. Right now, I'm on an easy run, and I'm actually going up a hill. But I'm keeping it easy. The heart rate for me is 138 right now. This is kind of like the maximum I like to keep this at. And if it means I'm just gonna almost walk up this hill, that's what it means. I'm keeping this easy. I like to limit my easy runs at 140 beats per minute. I'd rather keep them in the 130s. At this point in my fitness journey, easy pace is about 530 to 515 kilometre pace. Now, when I have a good run and an easy pace run comes out at something like 5:10 or less, I don't get carried away thinking all my easy runs now need to be this pace. And equally, when I have an easy pace run that was slower than 5:30, I don't get upset thinking I'm going backwards or downhill here. You've really got to be patient and see a trend over a long period of time, weeks, before you can make a judgment on if your easy paces are changing. Recovery runs are even slower then. A recovery run just feels like a gentle jog. And I'll do these sometimes. I'll do them when I feel I still need to get in some running, some level of volume, but my body hasn't recovered from the previous workout, the previous strength session. Because the last thing I want to be doing is putting my body under any stress when it's not fully recovered. And that would have worked out somewhere around the 6 kilometre pace, maybe even slower. But it doesn't offend me. I don't view it as junk miles. It's all vital, it's all necessary, and it's all part of the process. That is 13 kilometres done at 5:38 average pace, 136 beats per minute, average heart rate, and this time 188 elevation gain. Morning is Tuesday and it's session time. I tell you what, these heart rate monitors drive you up the wall sometimes. I've got a bit of a tight window to do this session today, and I'm having to restart the watch, resync Bluetooth and all that. Well, I cannot get this heart rate monitor to work, so we'll just carry on. Okay, today's session is 7 by 1k off 90 seconds. I'm going to make it more of a tempo threshold effort, and to make it interesting, I'm going to increase each interval by 2 or 3 seconds, starting off at half marathon pace, ending up at about 10k pace. Let's try and start off at 4:12. That's the end of the warm-up, and we're into the first rep. 3:53. Nice progression, kilometre repeats. And in all honesty, I've not gone overboard with that. I've still got some left in the tank. I think that's sensible for marathon training. I don't want to be going more intense than that. Firstly, because I'm lazy. But secondly, I'm risk averse. I don't want to do anything that will increase the chances of an injury. There's a long way to go in this marathon training block. There's a lot that could go wrong. So I've got to tread carefully. Very nice. That is 15.2 kilometres done, averaging 4:50 pace. And even though we don't take any notice of the heart rate, the wrist heart rate monitor ended up showing 1:55. A nice progression workout there. Lap paces were 4:11, 4:08, 4:07, 4:04, 4:01, 3:56 and 3:53. Good afternoon. It's Thursday and a little tweak to the plan. Instead of doing 10 today, 10 tomorrow, I've changed it to 14 today and 6 tomorrow. Thinking ahead to next week, I've got a big week coming up. I'd quite like to take Sunday off as a rest day, which means I've got to do the long run on Saturday morning. And therefore, a 6 kilometre run the day before will mean that I can feel nice and recovered, ready for Saturday. As for race paces, your 5k, 10k, half marathon, marathon paces, I'm going to run them at what I think my current fitness ability is. To work that out, I can use a recent race time. For example, 8 weeks ago, I ran a 10k in 40 minutes and 3 seconds, which is 4-minute kilometre pace. I feel I'm in much better shape already since then, so I'll probably adjust that to 3:58. And then you can use online race predictors and it will give you an equivalent in different distances. Maybe Tanda Race Predictor, Jack Daniels VDOT calculator. You've also got interval paces you might want to train at. These are faster than 5k pace, short, sharp intervals. Particularly useful if you're doing 5k training, 10k training, even half marathon training. But they're not for me when it comes to marathon training. I probably won't go faster than 5 to 10k pace during my training. All done. That's a 14.3 kilometres done at 5:22 kilometre pace with an average heart rate of 1:38. If that's even accurate, who knows? I'm not sure if the watch or the chest strap kicked in today. I want to try and get to the gym later on today. I didn't get a chance to go yesterday, but equally I don't want to feel sore for Saturday. So even if it's just only 10 minutes, I'll take that. Right soleus is feeling a little bit sore. I'm going to put some Tiger Balm on it now, and I hope that does the trick. Your threshold pace is the precise point, the precise pace where you're producing more lactate than your body can clear. When we exercise, our body produces lactate, and if our bodies can clear it faster than we're producing it, that would be aerobic. But the moment it switches the other way around, we produce it faster than our bodies can clear it, it becomes anaerobic. Really, you need to go to a lab to find out precisely what your threshold pace is. For most people, the general guide is your 1 hour race pace. In my case, a 40-minute 10k or a 1 hour 29 half marathon means my threshold is somewhere between the two, sort of 4:06 to 4:08 kilometre pace. Tempo paces then are at the same sort of area, but really you want it all to be at or below your threshold pace. The moment you go fast in your threshold pace, you've gone anaerobic. This is why tempo running features in most marathon training plans and half marathon training plans. The marathon, the half marathon, is an aerobic race, not an anaerobic race. So these are the zones you need to be improving. If we want to train majority aerobically, why don't we just do all our runs at the fastest aerobic pace? Threshold, tempo pace. Wouldn't that be better? Probably, actually. But good luck doing that, because over a 14, 16, 18 week marathon training block, those tempo runs are hard. They're not as hard as 10Ks and 5K paces, but your body still needs time to recover. And that's the beauty with easy pace running. Your body just recovers so much quicker, ready to go again. Which brings me on to steady pace. This is the pace somewhere between easy pace and marathon pace. And I like to use this on a long run. Maybe I'll do half easy, half steady, but I'll only do it on a low intensity week. For example, next week, I will not be doing a big long run workout with high intensity. So I will do half steady on that one, just to get the aerobic benefits and recover as well. Right, that's 6 kilometers done at 5:26 kilometer pace and an average heart rate of 138. Good morning. Well, I'm 10.8 kilometres into this 30 kilometre long run, and as soon as we hit 11 kilometres, I'm going to start my 3x5k marathon blocks. Goal pace today is 4:35 per kilometre. With a 5k, that will be 22:55. There we go. Time to concentrate. First rep done, first 5k in about 22:58. Pretty much bang on. Early days, but that felt really good. Much better than the first 4k 2 weeks ago. I wasn't seeing the heart rate go above 152 in that first 5k. Fantastic. 2 more to go. Second 5k block done. 22:48 for that one. A little float now, followed by the last 5k, which will be slightly up the hill. I saw the heart rate peak at 163 there, but then I'm cruising along at 4:35, and the heart rate's coming back down to 150, 152. This is really good. I am impressed, if I may say so myself. Just one more rep to go. Come on. 22:54 up the hill. Oh, I'm so pleased with that. With the heart rate topping out at about 166. That was going up the hill. That is 30.3 kilometres done. Average pace 5:04 per kilometre. Average heart rate of 143. Things are definitely going in the right direction. That was 3x5k. It was an 11k warm up, a 2k cool down, and I'll put the 5k split up on the screen now. That then tops off a 79.2 kilometre week, a new record for me, and Tanda Race Predictor has me down for a 3:24:25 marathon prediction. The net heart rate efficiency is 1.363, and the Garmin Race Predictor has me down for a 3:14:53 marathon prediction. I hope you've enjoyed this week's episode. Please give it a like if you have, and I'll see you in the next one.